Everyone, welcome back to Amber and Cass Keeping It Real. If you are new here, welcome, and if you are not, welcome back. I am Cass,
And I'm Amber.
and in today's video, we are going to be talking about our bodies after having a baby. What we go through physically, emotionally, socially. It's just a lot. It's a lot of pressure. It's intense. Um,
Mhm.
did you want to add anything?
Yeah, no, I all those things. Just we love our kids. We love them so much. We feel so blessed to have been able to carry them and birth them and give them life, and they also give us life. But
Mhm.
there's something that happens like after you have them that sometimes you don't always love. So yeah, we just want to kind of chat about all those things. Post
Yeah,
baby bodies.
yeah, post baby body, basically. I saw this thing on social media not too long ago. It was like people praise the woman's body while they're carrying the life, and then once the life is here, like they just judge the same
Oh
body.
my god. It's
And
100%
we're-
true.
yeah, it's like even ourselves, like we're like, we're women, we bring life into this world, we're so strong. Like if it weren't for us, blah blah blah, blah, which is true.
Mhm,
But then like we'll sit there and like judge our own bodies, like, oh
mhm.
my God, like I have this mommy pouch, my boobs are sagging, like my skin isn't the same, like all of this stuff. And it does happen to the majority, the majority of women who have babies, our bodies are not the same.
Mhm,
We obviously gain weight during pregnancy,
mhm,
have to.
mhm.
Um, our skin does change, if you're breastfeeding or if you're not breastfeeding, your breasts do change. Like it's
Yeah.
just the circle of life, it is what it is. And personally, I was very, very hard on myself. I gained a total of like 60 pounds during my pregnancy,
Mhm.
which in the moment you're like, whatever, like I'm pregnant, I'm gonna eat this ice cream every single day because this is what I want. You know what I mean? I wasn't thinking about the after effect, and uh, I was like, well, I'm young, it's my first one, I'm gonna be able to bounce back like that.
Mhm.
No, that did not happen.
Yeah.
Um, you know, the first 30 pounds were pretty easy, and I'm not, this is my personal story.
Mhm,
If you are happy with your body after baby, do you. Like I'm
mhm,
happy for you. This is just my personal opinion,
mhm.
my personal goals, your personal goals, what
Yeah,
we want.
it's your
Um,
body, you
yeah,
have to feel good in it.
yeah. I didn't feel good at all. I was like so hard on myself. I tried every single diet. I was like keto, I was, low calorie, I was this, I was that, and like nothing was working.
Mhm.
And I just felt so crappy. Like I was like, I cannot look like this anymore. And it just like the weight just like would not come off. And I was like so stressed about it. And I wish I didn't feel that way. Like
Mhm,
now I'm like, who cares? I really don't care anymore. Like,
mhm.
of course I want to feel healthy and I do want to get back to a certain goal in my personal life,
Mhm.
but I'm not stressing myself out about it anymore. I'm making the correct steps to feel better about myself and my weight and things like that. But I do regret feeling so bad and like so being so harsh on myself and skipping out on like before COVID, like skipping out on events because I didn't feel good about myself. And going shopping was like a nightmare. Like I just
Mhm.
didn't even want to look at the size I was, and it was just very depressing for me personally.
Yeah.
Um, and social media doesn't help
Mm.
at all.
No.
Scrolling through, you're like, dang, like she's got such a great body after having these kids,
Mhm.
and me not knowing, I mean, I know, but like some people have surgery. Some people
Yep.
are just naturally, you know, I don't like the word snapback. I don't like that word at all. But
Mhm.
some women do just like completely go back to normal, like just like that,
Mhm.
and that's awesome. But I just feel like personally, I fed into that way too much. I put
Mhm.
way too much pressure on myself, and I caused a lot of, I think, depression
Yeah.
and like self-doubt and just like sadness for no reason, like for no reason.
Mhm.
And I'm like looking at this beautiful baby. I'm like, dang, like now I'm like, I created this.
Yeah.
My body went through hell and back. My pregnancy was not
Yeah.
walk in the park, like
Mhm.
I should be celebrating instead of feeling so down and like so depressed. But I,
Mhm.
I don't anymore. I feel great. I feel lucky enough
Yeah.
to have had these changes happen to my body.
Mhm.
And again, I'm working on, getting back to a goal that I'm comfortable with
Mhm.
currently.
Yeah, and it took time, I feel like a lot of times in the moment, you just have that reaction to yourself when you don't look like how you used to look. It's
Mhm.
sometimes that's hard. It's like that's the same with aging, with any of the things. It's like you're looking at a wrinkle, you're like, oh my God, I didn't have a wrinkle under my eye, or I didn't have a double chin before. My chin was smooth. It's like sometimes it's a little hard. It's a little like, hard to adjust,
Yeah.
and I would say, for me too, I kind of had where I had two pregnancies and they were completely different, in the sense of how like my weight changed. And my first one, I like didn't gain that much weight because I was so sick in the beginning, and then it was super easy. Like you said, I was young, so it was super easy for me to lose it. But I definitely had a yo-yo thing where I lost all the weight, and then once like during breastfeeding and stuff like that, you kind of have to intake more. And then once I stopped breastfeeding, I feel like I gained all the weight, like all this weight because I was eating so much to sustain this milk and to feed him that once I stopped, I didn't stop eating. I just stopped breastfeeding. So I stopped burning the calories, but then I started gaining weight, and I was like, and I was feeling down about myself. And it's so funny because when I was hearing you, I was thinking, we look at babies and when they gain weight, we're so happy. We're like, yay, like, oh my God, you have rolls. Oh, you have like cottage cheese that, oh, you're so cute. We love it. We just want to kiss all
Yeah.
the rolls and we want to kiss the big cheeks and the double chins and the indents. And then when we look at ourselves, we're like, we're saddened by it, and
Mhm.
it's so interesting how society has like, tricked you into thinking that the skinnier you are or like the smaller whatever it is that you don't want to have any imperfections, rather than when you see a baby, they're growing and they're filling out, and it's a beautiful thing, and it should be a beautiful thing for you too. It shouldn't be where we feel bad about ourselves because this one person said it took 9 months to make the baby and your body went through 9 months worth of changes. You should give yourself that and more time, because not only are you trying to work on yourself, but you're also caring for someone else. So you can't even give yourself the care that you really need, because
Yeah.
you're now you barely get the time to wash your face and brush your teeth, let alone do anything else for yourself. You really got to carve out those pockets. So yeah, for me, the second time, it was much harder. I don't know if it's because I'm a little bit older to lose the weight. I definitely felt like I was doing the same things I was doing before, breastfeeding, trying to eat better, still like indulging, I'm not like gonna cut out everything, but it was like not going anywhere. Like weight wasn't going anywhere. Sometimes I felt like I was gaining weight and I was just like, I don't know what's happening. And the same thing with you where I didn't like what I saw in the mirror. I was like, what is this? I'm like grabbing on my stomach, like, why do I have to have this like extra? And like, my arms are getting bigger and
Mhm.
just feeling bad. And also my skin was like breaking out and, all those like hormones and things were going on. And then you're also tired and that plays a role. And, postpartum, just having all these emotions, you're up, you're down, like crying, not sleeping, like, sleep deprived, like all those things taken, a toll on you. And so they also take a toll on how you feel about yourself, and if you don't feel good, you're looking in the mirror, you don't feel good, you're tired, all those things, kind of, come together and they can kind of, make you depressed. So I do agree that there's so much social pressure to kind of get back quickly, and that's like the ultimate thing is like if you can have a baby and then be in your crop top the next day, it's like, oh, look at me, look, just like, look, I have a newborn on my
Yeah,
head and I have a flat stomach, and
yeah,
that's not real. Just like you were saying, that's not real. Real, is that, yeah, you know what, there are those percentage of people that, yeah, all of a sudden their stomach is flat, but for the most part, we know there's photo editing, there is plastic surgery, like you said, there are crash diets, that you can go
mhm,
on where you're drinking juice for 14 days, and like that's not real, and so I do think that, and people are gonna suck it in, hold their stomach, edit their photo they're gonna give the best angle. Obviously, they're not gonna be giving the angle where they don't really look the best, and they're gonna have a professional photographer. If we all had a professional photographer, a nutritionist, a personal trainer, like, yeah, I guarantee you we could get back to like a better shape, but that's not realistic for most people. Like most people aren't going to have that. So when we're kind of looking at the social media or looking at a magazine or on TV, and we're seeing these people kind of go back to what they looked like before, that's unrealistic for, I would say, 90% of people. So we need to remember that we're human. We
yeah,
gave birth to a human, and that in itself, we should just give ourselves the ultimate grace. You should be giving yourself the ultimate grace for that is like an accomplishment, one of the largest, top accomplishments in itself.
yeah,
And then for now, I was saying what I'm doing now to kind of feel better. And it's not even about weight. I do not weigh myself. I hate the scale. The scale to me, it lies. It just makes me depressed when I see a number and I thought it was another number and that number
mhm,
is too big or whatever it is. It just it gives me not good feelings when I go on a scale.
yeah,
So I don't weigh myself, but I'm just eating better. And what's funny is I'm eating better, not even by choice, because I'm eating super clean because my baby had some allergies. So I had to like kind of clean up my diet completely and get rid of any type of crap that I was eating and be really strict to make sure that he didn't have these skin allergies that he was having, and he's doing a lot better. So I'm definitely going to stick with that. And in turn, it's also helped me with maintain a good weight. And then on top of that, with exercising, I was never like a big fan of exercise, but I think that now that I've kind of gotten into a rhythm where I was going to share, like, there's this woman on YouTube, her name is Pamela Rife, and she has like 10-15 minute workout videos that I'm obsessed with because I can do them, put them on the TV, put them on my phone, do them like after I put the kids to sleep. Everyone, the house is quiet. I can set up my phone or put it on the TV, bang out a quick 10-minute hit workout where I don't have to like spend 30 minutes doing something or leave the house and go to the gym, which is nice. Sometimes I do like leaving the house and going to the gym, but for the most part, it's nice just to get in a quick workout, feel that burn, feel that like, exhaustion, sweat a little bit. And then, that also helps mentally, not just
yeah,
physically. It helps you to feel clarity and feel good about yourself. Like, wow, I just put in that work. I put in that effort, and I'll commend like you, Cass, because you were the one that was like, oh, I'm gonna do like this 12-day or 21-day thing where I'm gonna work out every day. And I was like, I want to do that too. Let's do it together. And I feel like that helps, like doing it every day, even if it's 10 minutes, even if it's doing some jumping jacks, it just makes you feel like, okay, I got it in. I got it in. It wasn't like I had to exhaust myself or I had to stay up till midnight trying to figure out how I'm gonna get this workout in. It's like just doing something for yourself is what makes you feel better, what makes you feel better about yourself. Because you might not be at like the ultimate place that you want to be at, but you're getting there and you feel good at working toward it. So that's where I'm at.
yeah,
And like we were saying, be kind to yourself because um who else is going to be kind? It's like you are the one you're in your head, you're in your body, so you want to be kind to your body because your body feels that when you're stressed about not losing weight. When we're stressed, that also adds weight. I feel like the stress adds
exactly.
weight. It makes you stress eat. It makes you hold on to whatever you're holding on to because you're not happy. So it's like it's easier said than done to just like release those feelings, but that should be like a goal for myself, for all of us, to just try to be kinder to ourselves and not stress about weight because you know that doesn't matter. What matters is that you're healthy, that you're happy, that your kids are healthy and happy, your family, and that's what matters, not weight, not the number on the scale.
Yeah, I 1000% agree. You have to love yourself through the whole journey.
Yeah.
You can't. even though we're not where we want to be right now, we still have to love ourselves. We still have to give ourselves credit. We
Mhm.
have to be confident. We have to, just have so much self-love because we need that. It's like you
Mhm.
said, if you don't for yourself, who else is?
Yeah. Mhm.
It has to happen. Like you said, it's easier said than done, but you just have to trust us that you will feel so much better once you just accept who you are and just love yourself through
Mhm.
the entire journey. Of course, like once you reach your goals and as you're reaching your goals, you are going to feel so much better about yourself. That's just a natural thing.
Mhm.
But just don't lose sight of who you really are and accept every single ounce of yourself for sure.
Yeah, and
Um,
embrace the new body, embrace those
yeah.
curves, embrace, you know, maybe if you can buy some new clothes so you don't have to go back and look at your closet and not be able to fit those old clothes. Those are old clothes. Who wants old clothes? Get some new stuff, you know? You
Literally,
know?
I just got rid of this past week. I just got rid of all of my pre-baby like jeans.
Mhm.
I know that I probably won't ever be able to fit into again, which is fine. I don't care.
Yeah.
My body has changed so much.
Yeah.
Um, and I had nature almost 3 years ago. Like it took me 3 years to like let that go. You
Yeah.
know,
Mhm.
I was like just holding on to them. Like I'm gonna get into these. Like I have to fit into them. Like I don't know. I just had so much stress, and now that they're gone and I can't see them, I'm like, who? Like what?
Yeah.
Like
Why didn't you do
I'm
that before?
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Like
I 100%, I'm sure so many people can relate. I myself can relate to holding on to things, thinking, okay, eventually, if I get to this number, eventually I'll be able to fit that. But that just, I feel like it brings you down. Like every time you look at it, you're like,
mhm,
I'm not there. I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet, or you try it on and it's still extra tight. Like, who has time for that? Like, we don't have time for that. Get some new stuff,
and yeah,
like jeans. There's so many different, like, ways to, where they're old, there's a new, gene that comes out that fits better, that fits you, hugs you better, it's like, so just get rid of that
mhm,
old stuff. And like you said, it's like you feel like I should have done that a long time ago. It took me this long to realize that I would love it, to not have that crap.
yes,
Yeah.
exactly. And to go back to the 21 day, they say it takes 21 to 28 days to create a habit.
Okay.
We did challenge ourselves. We were our accountability buddies
Hmm.
to just move within those 21 days. And it did help. It helped me, stay on a pattern and a healthy pattern. It started a whole new journey for me. And I'm so grateful that you decided to join me on that because having an accountability partner is like, it's accountability,
Yeah.
it motivates you for
Hmm.
sure. Um, so yeah, I feel like we are both taking healthy steps into our journey to get to a comfortable, um, I don't want to say weight, just comfortable
Yeah, in
body,
our
whatever.
bodies. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And we just have to continue to be each other's cheerleaders and love each other, love ourselves through the whole journey, and we're gonna get there.
Yes, we will. Okay, I love it. Yeah, well, thank you guys for watching, and we will see you in the next video. Bye.
Bye.